Good evening. Good evening. Hope everyone can hear us. Let me put this on comments and let us know if y'all can hear us.
SMA Mommy's with us.
Hey, SMA Mommy. All right, we've been leaving you messages, talking about you. All
Glad
good.
you're here. Glad you're here.
Hey, oh, she got a notification finally. Wow, because we've been having quite a few SMA Mommy.
Yeah.
Um, Tonight, uh, we got an apology. Uh, so hey, you showed up at a great time.
Yeah.
So
Scott CT, Lamont Cherie, uh, Tennessee is here.
you
I
want
thought I
to?
saw Tennessee. I know they're in. I know they're near. Hello, everybody. Glad to see y'all. Okay.
You see this one? Oh,
CT, yes. Good. Glad y'all are getting the notifications. Good, good, good. Just keep checking back. You know how it works. We're not going to spend a lot of time up front today talking because this every show is important, but we know there's a concerted effort to stop this one, so we want to get it out quickly.
so um, quick announcements. We got three Facebook pages: Oklahoma Bigfoot Predator Watch, Antlers and Surrounding Areas, Choctaw Missing and Murdered Woman, WLMB and Son Center and Database, and Lead Tracker E on Facebook. We mirror these, and we should be live there also now. Um, we're going to pretty much skip over a lot of things, and we're going to go ahead and pretty much get to what we need to do, and then the apology we'll wait till the end. So stay with us for that.
CT, we did know it's you, but we didn't know if you wanted us to say your name.
All right, CT. I'm glad everybody can hear. So let's go ahead and give our tracker a call. And,
Uh, Prayer, real quick.
oh, apologies.
Let's cover this broadcasting prayer, Father, just in every
Hmm.
kind of way. Put a holy hedge of protection around all of us, over the guest family, and over all those who listen. If anyone has any sort of ill intent or intent to stop the truth, Lord, you take them away, cast them away from here, and don't even let them know that this broadcast exists. We trust that you will send everyone to us that needs to hear the truth. In the name of Jesus, amen.
And we also got something also special at the end. So stick all the way to the end. Um, Very important. You're here with us. This is a meeting for the trackers. I'm glad that you're with us. And this weekend, I've sent some notifications out to some trackers. Um, and we're gonna maybe make some phone calls and talk with everybody
They're in the area.
that's in the area.
Yeah.
Okay. Um,
Go ahead and talk.
yeah.
All right, we're about to talk to Tracker A,
Mhm.
who has
For
much more to tell.
for a quick update. Oh, what's going on?
Mhm. Hell, it's not going through. Should I try the other way?
Mhm. Yes, I think that's how we did last time. So it's a great apology. We'll get to that in just a moment. Um, I know a lot of people are wondering what we're going to apologize for, but we will get to that.
The email subscriber. Tracker A, are you listening? Let me just keep talking in the meantime. We have gotten an amazing response to yesterday's show, or to Jim's show, our last one. That show meant a lot to a lot of veterans and heroes out there.
Yeah, and like Tracker E was saying, the unexposed and the untelevised wars that happen. Um, some cryptid and some not, but a lot of the servicemen go through a lot that a lot of people just, and like some of this, you just can't understand it until you have that firsthand experience. Just waiting for a tracker to get updates so we can get that to you.
And this tracker has started a channel.
Hmm. Thank you, Tennessee, for the like, subscribe, and share, especially the share. Um, Even the broadcast 2 nights ago would be a good one to share. And don't worry, we always got plenty to talk about. But we're just waiting for our tracker, or one of them. All of our other trackers have reported um, pretty much the same things going on, the same activity or less activity, I should say. Like our place, we're gonna we sent some notifications out to a couple of trackers. Not all the trackers because um, you're not close in the air.
And there's only so much room.
Yeah, we're going to gather some friends and just teach. A couple of days, we're going to teach some people, teach some friends, um, teach some friends some techniques to help them. They've never tracked with us before, and we do have uh, some people who's bought the DVD, watched it multiple times. These people are going to visit, and we're going to see their knowledge because we're going to be talking about everything, sharing everything. There's things that we don't talk about on here, more spiritual and things like that. And just the other day, we was having conversations with another person who will be here uh, for our little, well, our gathering of knowledge. We're going to call it um, because we're not just coming together to say hi to each other. We do that here, but we're going to just get together, do some tracking just around here, just around our areas. But we want to teach everyone exactly what to do and how we do it, um, so that when they're out, they're as safe as we are. There will be some videotaping, I'm sure. We can bring that back with us. Great bunch of people coming. Um, I wish we could have more, but we're just limited. And this opportunity arrived. Um,
Divinely orchestrated, but surprise
Divinely.
to us.
Yeah, it actually organized itself.
Hmm.
It,
Well,
well, I mean, everyone. Well, yeah, okay, yeah, okay, okay. So there was at least some 50-50 going on.
it's not even showing that it's even going through to her at all in three different ways.
Let me try on this one out. Oh, but have no fret, have no fear.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Relax, relax, relax. Actually, let's call weapons check. Everybody.
Everybody go double check your doors, make sure your blinds are covered, make sure your
Yeah.
curtains are all the way up, no gaps, make sure your windows are locked. Don't count on everybody else or even the people that said they did it, because we even go back sometimes and check when we thought ourselves did it, and they'll be unlocked again. That's what y'all can do. If not,
Double check
could we
everything.
show the video that we made while we wait?
Yeah.
And if
I'm gonna try
if we
to
have
this
to
one.
reschedule,
I'm gonna try to this one. Yeah, and if we have to reschedule the apology,
we will.
um,
Facebook user that says, "Hi, good evening. I'm on lunch." Is that Tracker B or
Mhm.
Tracker? Is that Dwayne
it's got to be one of them.
or? Oh wait, you're on lunch. You're at work. Maybe you can't even. Whose computer are you using? No, I'm just kidding.
The office. In the manager's office, typing like this. Look,
We
it's
don't.
B.
It's B. Okay, we thought so. We do not have a verse for the night. We've been working on getting really the verse we used last time and fit this one too. But y'all put in your favorite verse. Something. For protecting your family or for being the guardians of your family, for being the guardians of people. Do you have a verse that represents that well?
Mhm.
Or if not that, then of divine protection. We love the verses that y'all come up with.
Can you edit this one? Just put a different photo.
This one, right? Oh, yes.
So we've been working on some projects, and again, Tracker E is
I gotta do it through here.
one of the best artists. You know, if you've met her and seen her art, like right behind me, matter of fact, the outside of the screen, some of her work, very talented, and like the last broadcast, you've seen some of that artwork.
Thank you.
Trying to see if I can. This is the photo from. Oh, it's dry in my throat. No fret, relax, get some coffee.
Oh, this story will get out one way or the other.
So now, what I'm I'm gonna have to wait.
How about that one?
I don't think maybe some artwork.
Okay.
Even that grandmother.
Okay.
The you know the video actually tells the story too.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And
So
so it'll be a prelude if we can't get her on yet. They'll know what the
so
story's
I
about.
think we got a little time. So
Preview.
I'm gonna go see if. Do you know where my other phone
I can do that
is? Grab it?
because I need to go take a picture of something for this anyhow. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves. Now, the other day we were talking about how we wish that some of y'all would, I mean, especially the viewers that Because the things that we talk about here, it's either a lesson or it's some information that we all need, some information our trackers need. The but we're sitting around with another friend who will be here this weekend also. Uh, we're having a little track session just to teach a little bit. Uh, no, it's no charge. It's nothing like that. Um, we just want to help and teach a couple people who we see going out in these areas. So we invited them in so we could teach them personally. You're going to get the best training uh, because we know that you're going out there and we see some little things that we can help you with. We just want you as safe as we are out there. Um, be very aware of anyone and everyone around you. Know who people are, for one thing. And we're looking for one picture, and that picture we're going to put onto a video. We're going to try to put it on here in just a second. But if not, we're going to give you that link um, to view the video that we put together. If especially our regular people, and I think since we got a little time, I can actually talk on the or we can both talk, and do the comments. But if you've been with this channel for a while and you've helped in some other way or you've sponsored, and I'm not talking someone who sponsors, monthly. I'm talking someone who sent $20 when we
$5.
$5. Once when we were out there and we were off air for 2.5 months, I think, something like that. That's that's the part what we're going to be getting to,
Even
what we're
prayers,
apologizing.
encouragement, sharing
Yeah,
our videos,
yeah. Everyone who was staying with us, asking about us,
checking on us
checking on us.
instead of gossiping about us.
There's that. While we were in the field, and we do appreciate a lot of you for having our back because there was some people on the internet on Facebook, and also they went to another channel. I don't want to say that other channel's name because
It's
uh,
not important.
it's not important, but it was put on that channel also. Most of you know, but some guy um, came on to our Oklahoma Bigfoot Predator Watch page and was saying
Rumors,
rumors. He was spreading rumors, and
lies.
he was telling because we had to do something. We was out in the field for 2.5 months, and if you were in that field with us, you understand and what we were doing. But there was a person who, oh, but maybe two or three people really, who have put on some Facebook pages and other people's Bigfoot pages that we were swindling people. We were living off of some woman, and we were living in hotels, and we just wasn't going to help anybody else because we were living the life of luxury.
I
I don't know where my brown one is. Um,
That's not the case, is it?
no, you were looking to make a picture of the grandmother to put it on that, so we could finish that up. I think it's in there. Okay, let me see. But so these people, I think there was a couple of them who were saying that we were swindling people. We were asking people to live in their homes, and we were taking money from
It's covered up.
everybody. No, you needed the grandmother picture, right? Is it on the floor in
I
there?
put it on I put it on the screen.
You want me to send it to you in the email? Is it on our video? So I've got just a second. Let me send this.
You just told me to change the cover, and I did.
Oh, you already changed it.
Yeah, but sometimes it doesn't show up once you edit it after.
Okay, okay,
It won't
okay.
show up on the original post.
Oh, okay. That's what it was. Ah, you did. Perfect. Perfect. Now, we've got some things in order. We're just giving our tracker just a few minutes, but
That's a that's a good verse from Lon Cherie.
I need to plug into you also.
Also, yeah, very good ones. Oh, I haven't seen Scott's yet to roll back up. What am I doing?
We need to plug your this in with your cord.
Okay.
It's the only Apple that'll connect with
Okay.
it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I got it. We got it. We got it.
Nothing back from Tracker A yet, huh?
No, but it's okay. It's okay. We're waiting.
Wait.
We're as patient as anybody is.
Wait.
If you're not
Let me read what she said. She said give her about 20 minutes.
okay, if especially with trackers, you are patient. Once we caught this one Bigfoot on the film, which is in the documentary, which is the Cash App, Jerry Williams, or $ the or capital D B F E is all capital with the capital Jerry and capital Williams. Uh, that's it, man, mommy. I believe you ordered yours, and I believe you've watched it, and I believe you're using the techniques. But we're gonna have 20 minutes, so um, but yeah, these people.
Make it 30.
Okay,
and
okay. We got 30 minutes, so we can talk.
No problem.
No problem. We're good. So anyway, these people were bad mouthing us, and there was actually a couple of people who put likes on it, and but nobody. And these were on people who have 20, 30,000 subscribers. You know, they put it on those channels. They put it on our channels, which our families know us. Our friends are on our, our group pages. My Choctaw people are on that group page, and there is nobody who will say that we have ever swindled anybody.
Yeah, they never provide a name. They can never provide a name.
That there's no one who could say that we don't do that. Um, and if you know us and you've visited with us, you know that when we're out in the field, we only bring like 3 pair of clothes. I think we eat, where we can.
Which a lot of times we share.
Yeah, we slept in hotels nobody would really sleep in with the roach infestation. We slept on the highway, not the highway, but in the vehicle, parking lots.
It's cool though. It's just part of it.
Yeah, I'm just explaining that
Yeah.
people
No, I'm
were,
just letting them know. I know.
yeah, and like so we put up with that for a little while, but then this guy kept doing that, and so we finally talked to another friend to be an administrator for us because we didn't want to be on air anywhere, no connection, and that's also part of apology from uh, some of our friends and family because they were
It was upsetting to them because
upsetting to them.
they couldn't contact us right away, and we're not talking about emergencies or anything, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
We're trying to make them understand there's not just for our safety, it's for their safety as well, because this is some of the stuff is a big deal. There are people that disappear doing the things that we do, and we're not talking about just by cryptids.
Yeah,
There are human enemies that don't want this information out. So we're just, some things we're learning ourselves too. And I guess think of it like if you have a loved one who's a emergency worker or just anything that involves danger for someone and intense concentration, give them a little slack. Don't, you know what I mean? You may cost somebody's life by getting upset, or you don't want their mind to be thinking over here when the danger is right here. Trust that they love you, trust that they'll be okay, trust that they're going to be back.
yeah.
You don't
Trust that we're going to be back.
Yeah. Yeah, but in general, take this
Yeah.
lesson out for your own people, because that's what happens. Don't get upset with them. It just adds extra pressure and breaks that focus. And it's a way that you can be used by the enemy without even knowing it to
Mhm.
keep truth from getting out because somebody's going to get hurt
Mhm.
or they'll just give up because they're like, I'm so tired of my family being mad at me. Nobody understands. Uh, anyway, it's just part of it.
But yeah, we took some flack. We took some, but like us, we just shook it off. Um, and it was great seeing our friends and people who know us and some viewers who really jumped on that thread and said, you're talking about our friends, or you're talking about people we know, or these people drove hundreds of miles just to track for us, things like that to help us out. So they all came to our defense, and we couldn't defend. So like that prayer,
Yeah.
that verse said, just
The Lord will fight for you. You need only be still, or you need only be still. The Lord will fight for you. Someone will put that verse up. Y'all are a lot better at finding the homes of the verses than I am, just off the top of my head.
you might even have that.
Uh, and there was even one friend that was very dear to us, and we still actually care about them, but they picked that. You either do or you don't. And if you don't, we can't
Ah,
coddle anyone. We just can't. It's
yeah.
there's too much to do. We can't break our concentration like that. So
Yeah, it was actually a person that I
we're not going to
would,
beg someone to trust us.
that I would have trusted out in the field. I mean, the way he was talking and everything was, he just needed some more information of what he was doing. But search and rescue guy. But but then because
You
he
don't
was
pick in the
hearing,
middle of a
yeah, he
mission, basically. To
yeah, he was hearing rumors from other people, not people from this channel, not people from our channel, not people from, but somewhere in the internet, some other Bigfoot group. He was hearing these rumors and things, and we were talking to him. We actually sent him a DVD for free to help him out. Well, actually, no, he said he'd pay later, and so we sent it out ahead of time because we knew he needed it, and
it still does. I mean, we wish
he
him,
still does need it, but
you
we
know.
just didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things. Um, Especially when we're out in the field, we take care of what we need to take care of. We're like Jackie was saying, we're not going to coddle anybody out there in the field.
So if it seems
Um,
sometimes like we're unemotional or cold about something,
we have to
it's
be
not that we
flat and
are.
straight and to the
Yeah.
point. We don't have time to
You
go
can get
like this.
swallowed up in the darkness if you don't. You just keep your focus.
Hmm. So that person said that he would return that DVD because he said that we had not shown him anything to where he should look at that DVD. And
After asking
after,
us for lots of advice. But
yeah,
take what you know, move on. It wasn't his season for that. Just go on, and
yeah,
hopefully he keeps on with helping people in his area.
yeah,
But it doesn't,
yeah,
it just people
yeah,
are there for a reason or a season.
yeah. Continue to do what you're doing if you're watching this, but we don't need to have any contact, which we haven't, but we don't need to have any more.
And we could
We have
talk real
things.
quick too about how forgiveness can draw, unforgiveness can draw demons to people. So if we've hurt you, you holding on to any kind of even
Hmm.
intentionally or unintentionally, if you it hasn't been intentionally ever, but
No,
you got to let that go because the penalty comes back to you. It hurts you. It's like
yeah,
drinking poison and expect another person to die.
yeah.
And we also forgive. We don't hold any grudges to anyone.
It's gone.
You
So
can't. We just all got to keep moving forward. Jesus talked about forgiveness a lot. Just keep going. Most things people don't even mean to hurt each other with. We don't have time for all that kind of drama.
hmm, yeah. So continue what you're doing, and if you're, I would say continue to watch the channel. We don't have to interact, but continue to watch the
And
channel
stay safe.
and stay safe out there. Continue what you're doing.
Yeah.
So those were the people who didn't trust us.
And there weren't
Um,
many.
there weren't many. There
You
was
just never know.
like,
One bad apple can.
yeah, maybe I would say maybe three at the four at the most,
Yeah,
four at the most, and the rest
not
of
bad
everybody,
considering.
yeah, not bad. Out of I would say at least 30, 40,000 people.
Millions.
Oh yeah, millions of people who
Mhm.
know us. No, but when we were put on other channels and nobody, but even the other people on the channels, some that we didn't even know, had been watching our channel,
Yeah,
and they came
that's
on
true.
also and said, was talking about scriptures and things. Or they were trying to down us on that, and the people on that other channel was saying, "Well, they read the scriptures straight out of the book. It's word for word, or they're not trying to change anything or manipulate anything. They're reading it right from the verse itself."
And just the straight up of it is each one of you, each one of us needs to go and have their own personal relationship with God and take whatever you're told to God yourself and talk to Him.
Hmm.
You know who made you. You talk to them yourself. The Bible has got how many? There's 40,000 known sects, at least sects of Christianity, and they can't even get along between Sunday school classes, much less churches. So it shouldn't be that way. We're not going to be exactly on point and in agreement with every single interpretation of every single thing, but God is interested in the heart.
So that was our little hiccup thing when we was in the field. Everything else went exactly as planned because we expected everything. We even was saying, well, like the planes are going to come over at a certain time, helicopters are coming over at certain time, and here they come. Boom, 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 boom,
I
boom.
underestimated that. I mean, you had told me about that, but it was the first time I've really seen it so heavy like that. Uh, yeah.
And our one of our hosts, um, it's kind of like a divine intervention.
Mhm.
We
Orchestration.
orchestration. We'd never wanted to stay too long if we stayed with somebody, because we had to keep moving. You know, here and there,
For
there,
them too.
for them to, not to get pinpointed and things like that. And um, we got up with a group who are from this channel. Some of our trackers, we was in the area. Called them up and said, we're in the area, and they said, come on.
Hmm.
Uh, they said we got a place for you, and it just so happened that there was a vacancy. Um,
Just so happened.
just
Thank you.
the day before, we're like, okay, we can go tomorrow. That day before, said, hey, we got a vacancy. You got a place. Come on up. And
And that happened again while we were there too. That they got
yeah,
another. We were thinking we were going to have to leave,
yeah.
and they walked out to tell us, "No, you don't. No, you don't." The Tina, might as well say her name because she
Hmm.
would say it too. Said
Hmm.
when she saw the next cancellation on their little Airbnb, she said, "Well, I guess God's not through with them here yet."
Yeah.
And so they came out to tell us, and that was cool because it gave us extra time to help with this
Oh, it
situation.
sure did. It sure did. And more time to get to know our family
Oh,
better, our friends.
that was icing on the cake for sure. Lifelong friends there. Period.
Mhm.
There's Tennessee verifying what we're saying. The place was paid for by two canceled. Yeah,
Yeah, that was something
that was
because we
so
were
cool.
like, well, we was planning on our next spot, which our next spot, if we could have, if we, we only went to that certain point, was trying to stay in the area as close as possible. The only people that we could see that was close to us was Barton Nunley
Almost thought about
and Scott
calling and see if
Carpenter.
we could go up and
Yeah, we was gonna call
just
them and see if we couldn't visit,
visit with them just in the area.
day or
Yeah,
two,
while we
just
were that close.
exactly.
Yeah,
And that would
I've
have been
never
great.
met them,
No.
but I have a lot of respect for both of them. and Letitia Barton's wife.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so next time we're in the area, we'll try to get by and meet them.
And I think Barton Nunley he's got a lot of walking wolves in the area.
Yeah.
And Scott Carpenter is more of the Bigfoot area in the area.
Well, he has wolves too. He
Okay,
has the walking wolves too, both of them.
Well, shout out to both of y'all.
Yeah.
We put a couple of people on the last stream because those are some people that we may not see eye to eye on a lot of things, but on that last stream with more of the military and things like that, and with Jim bringing people home and his comrades bringing him home, and the ones who gave their lives so that everybody came home. But those
veterans or people who are helping veterans.
Yeah. But we put extra people on the last kind of video. There was Barton Nunley, Scott Carpenter,
Vault of Nightmares.
And
he'll be rough for some of you, period. He just will.
Yeah.
And we don't agree with everything, but he's a veteran, and he does seem like the kind of person that would and has laid down everything he's had for the his
and the reason we put those certain people on, like How to Hunt and all of them at the very end, they're trackers, but those guys, even though we don't see eye to eye, and we could share a lot of information together, but we're not there yet, but we would like to. We're open to sharing.
And they do tell people that these things are dangerous. That's the point we're trying to get out. We don't care what you call them. We don't care, name them what you want, but let people know that they're not our friends.
Mm-hmm. So can y'all see us? Now,
Graves.
see?
You Dr. Etienne Graves. Dr. Etienne Graves.
What?
Hey, good. It stayed on that time. They were blinking out every time we said his name. That's a bullseye. Y'all go
every time
and listen to his channel, because the man is absolute. He'll go back to all the root words and still.
Are we still? We're still.
Anyway, Dr. Etienne Graves has a lot of knowledge, because he's going back to the Hebrew, and Angel also on her page does the same thing. But you want people to go back to the root words of things and study from the beginning, and don't just take everyone's word for it. So that's why Etienne Graves was on also a little shout out to him too. And he talks about the Gaborim, which were the offspring, the spawn of the Nephilim. People stop at Nephilim, but they don't go further and talk. And he really goes into the giants and those things like that.
Yeah, like I was saying also with the How to Hunt and the Vault and those guys, like we said, we may not see eye to eye and things like that. I mean, but we do see some things that you need to learn. Our DVD can teach you those things. You need to learn them while you're out there, before you're out there in the field, even though you've been out there before. But the reason we put those people guys have the skills to bring people home, and they would actually, I mean, like us, we will go out there, we will bring you home, we will do that, we will track. And some of those other guys are the same way. Jim, already, we can see that too in him.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of people though.
And if they weren't so rough around the edges, they wouldn't even have been able to survive.
Yeah.
what happens. And remember that in the Bible, most of the heroes were really, really rough to begin with. You know, that's God will do the polishing on all of us. Okay. You're welcome, SMA Mommy. And it may be two T's also, but it, just try both ways. But definitely he will get you pointed in asking some questions, and God is not afraid of questions.
And if you go to Vault of Nightmares stream, he is a little rough.
Yeah, if you don't like rough
if you don't like
language,
that
stay away
language,
from that channel.
Yeah. And
But if you can filter that out,
yeah.
He has been in some highly active areas. What else? Can we show the video, or are we waiting for April for that?
Let me see if I can get that on here. Hopefully this won't blank out. If it does, we'll be right back. I don't think it will. I want to try something real fast.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we put.
Sorry?
It's, yeah. There's a little bit of a lag here, so we're not sure if we're frozen or not. Okay, video back. We're good. We're good.
I think that's a 20-second delay.
Okay.
So whatever we say now,
We're good.
watch this. You watch. 15 seconds later.
Okay. Oh, that really made yesterday's conversation hard.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because I had a lag in mine, so my responses would come 20 seconds after. It's like kind of catching a joke after everybody's done laughing.
So we do have that video ready, but we want to speak with our tracker first. And we, like I said, we talked with other trackers, and we will have a tracker also either Wednesday or Wednesday. We got an update report also with another tracker. You need to hear that also. Tracker
B on here.
Especially if you live in towns and cities.
Have more activity.
Someone else had some activity in the city somewhere. I can't think of.
Mary, are you out there tonight, Kayleen? We wanted to check on you yesterday. But I see you right there. Okay. Yeah. Haha. Okay. I didn't see you there, so good. I'm glad you're here. Good. Can we scroll up and see if we've got any other things?
I think we did miss a lot because
we're gonna scroll back up through the comments.
Yeah, we'll go through the comments.
The tracker. They have a family member in the hospital, but this is a natural thing as far as that goes. But they said to give them 30 minutes, and I hope they didn't leave just so that they could come do this broadcast. But we told them just stay safe, and if we have to reschedule, that's not a problem. SMA says, I'm so excited. I got a notification finally. Blessings, everyone. Thank you both for all you do. Always know you're saving lives. Thank you. CT, which is Claudia, is getting her notification. Lamont Cherie, everything's good. Someone said they're glad that we read out these comments because.
Yeah, sometimes they don't post them.
Yeah, and some will disappear.
Yeah, and some of them disappear.
Lamont Cherie, everything is good. SMA, hey you too. Tennessee says hello all. CT is Claudia Sanchez. SMA says continue to spread your channel to all. Yeah, and that's where y'all come in.
Yes.
CT says thank you. SMA Mommy says amen. Everybody's used to us sharing them. I think they just scroll right over. If you know what I mean. Some of them. But
so today, if all of y'all can share this today, it'd be very important. We would be very appreciative.
Mm-hmm. Tennessee, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And hit the notification bell and keep checking back. Facebook is Bernice. Tennessee, checking please. Linda from Texas.
Hey, Linda.
Finally connected. Hello, everyone. Scott says, Joshua 1:9, have I not commanded you, be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid. Do not be dismayed. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go.
There you go.
Love that verse.
Right
Scott.
there, Scott. That's a good one.
It sure is. Tennessee, love that one, Scott. See?
Mm-hmm.
CT says, I'm glad you two are here for us. We're glad y'all are here for us, too.
Yes, we are.
It's all of us. Scott says, thanks, Tennessee. It was my son's verse, and I adopted it after he passed.
Oh.
I got chills,
Scott. Stay strong.
Lamont Cherie says, Hosea 4:6, for my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. I hear that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jerry and Tracker E. You're very welcome.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for continuing to watch the show and for sharing your story. Psalm 91:2, I will say of my Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God. In him I will trust. Absolutely.
There you go.
SMA Mommy says, you will always have my full support. If anyone was here from the early days, they would know you have already turned down money long ago. What you both do is from the heart and in pure truth. Well, thank you, SMA.
Thank you, SMA.
She says she can never thank us enough. You already have. CT says, SMA Mommy, you are so right. Thank you. SMA says, sadly, some people have nothing better to do than spread lies. Yeah, and that's just being a pawn of the enemy. It's a spirit behind them. It's not even them. Although people can run to those spirits quickly and enjoy those spirits. So it is partly them, but we always attack the spirit behind. And I know y'all know that. I'm not lecturing to you. SMA Mommy says, just hanging curtains that are thicker up in my kitchen, but I'm listening. Good.
Yeah, right.
Good. Mr. L says,
hey,
hello
Mr.
there.
L.
Hey, Mr. L. A good prayer warrior. Danette says, hello.
Danette.
Hey, Danette. Bernice, I remember that. I had to talk some crap to them, LOL. They were fake. There were fake profiles on some. Yes, when somebody pops in to talk crap and they've got no friends, or like 5 friends, or it's a newly created account, use your discernment there.
Yeah, and
logic.
Check everything out before you.
Logic and reasoning.
Yes.
and they're going to attack when the people aren't there to defend themselves. All they were trying to do is flush us out. And
they were trying to flush us out.
And really, life respond. Is all in the editing, because every single one of us, someone could come along and pick and choose and say, well, this and this, and try to make them look the worst they possibly can, put the worst spin on it. We see it daily on the news. Let's don't do that to each other. We're all way too old. Let's see.
No, that's crazy.
Danette says Psalm 91. Psalm 91 is good, 1-16. Yes, y'all look that one up. SMA says, sad, hope he will be safe. We do too. Blessings to them. Jeremy Wilson says, hey, y'all. Hey, Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Tennessee says he's confirming what we said. The place was paid for by 2 canceled. And those people didn't know us. That's part of the way God just orchestrates things.
It just opened up for us.
So it didn't put a burden on them. They wanted to help us, but.
And we didn't want to burden anybody.
That's why we were anxious a little bit to kind of move on, so that we didn't bring anyone any trouble or expense, or
Yeah, and we offered, we gave them a voucher. I mean, some money that someone else sent us, and things like that. We were trying to give it to them to compensate, and they said, no, everything's taken care of. You don't understand. Something happened to where you're taken care of.
Yeah, but they did get some amazing Indian tacos.
Oh, yeah. We made some tacos for them. And Banaha. If nobody's had
elusive Banaha.
Choctaw Banaha. We're actually going to have that this weekend, too, and Indian tacos.
So
those trackers are going to be up for some Big Grove.
Tennessee says Carpenter is in the Crossville area. Okay, good, Scott. Yeah, right.
What was the wagon
Scott
camper?
Carpenter, huh?
What was the wagon camper thing?
Where's that? Oh, I missed that. Sorry, Michelle.
Michelle of St. Michael.
Says y'all need some kind of a tracker wagon camper. That'd be cool.
We're working on that.
We're gonna work out something where we can send Tennessee some kind of money so they can build us something.
Yeah.
And, just make arrangements to do that and then go pick it up when it's done after it's paid for.
Yeah.
And we agree that'd be pretty cool. And then we wouldn't have, we could just stay in.
Yeah, we could have just opened the back, got in there, and slept.
And if you guys need one, you need to get a hold of Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee makes the best campers.
It's amazing to watch.
Custom built.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
check them out if you.
They don't need no stinking factory.
They don't need no stinking factory. They are a factory.
SM McMahon said it's freezing. Yeah, every time we try to say Etienne Graves. So boom, go pay attention. He's a genius. Jeremy Wilson says can't see you. Lamont Cherise is frozen.
Oh, I think that's
Can we skip all that? Okay, good. Tennessee says yum yum because he had those tacos.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now we're back. We're all caught up. Now what?
We're all caught up. So that's what we were doing.
Can we show the video even if she's busy? She could see it after. You want to wait?
Yeah.
I always want
But this may give me just a second so I can see if I can.
It's been 31 minutes.
31 minutes.
But no rush.
No rush. It's been 31 minutes and 23 seconds.
And also, y'all say a prayer for Tracker A's family member that is in the hospital.
Yeah. So we got to do
because that is she needs healing prayers.
So
trying to load something real quick.
We're still working for you.
Thank you for your patience.
Thank you for your patience. Don't go nowhere or you're going to miss it.
Yes, so the apology is that we are sorry we couldn't respond.
Tell you what we were
like
doing.
we wanted to.
Yeah, that's our apology. We could not tell you. We could not.
We didn't mean to worry anyone.
Didn't mean to worry anybody. We couldn't give our location up or what we was doing. There were so many people involved in this. So.
And the tracker tonight is the central figure in this story, in this whole thing, really.
But a lot of our, like the people we're talking about sponsors. There's people who sent us $20, 25, 50, 100, and it came right at the
and
time.
We're talking about like you're down to the pin. We're not talking about we got a lot of money. We're talking about just as the tank would run low, there would be exactly, and that's the way God does. If you have faith, it's exactly enough to.
And we would also we'd need food if we're going to stay a duration. And at this last place it was the first place that we unpacked.
Yeah.
We never unpacked anywhere else this whole time. The whole month and a half, almost 2 months, we never unpacked. We was living in that vehicle. We was going where we needed to go, staying low, blending in, not being out and about. We didn't go to
working on the tracker book, which we'll do a video on our tracker book too someday.
And all of the people who were along this journey with us, we appreciate your confidentiality.
Oh yeah.
There was a lot of.
We didn't tell y'all everything, but the ones that knew a lot didn't say anything.
And they wanted to.
Yeah.
There was people were saying bad things about us. People were asking on different YouTube channels. Have y'all seen Jerry and Tracker E?
Just bothering other people about it, bothering our friends.
They're saying, does anybody know
But
anything?
but and some were for good intentions, some were just because they were worried, and some were just trying to get us out. But they'll do the same thing to y'all if you're trackers. SMA says prayers sent up, healing coming down. Good, thank you. God will always provide so long as we trust. God's always got your back, and so does God's people. What an amazing testament to God's grace and how He provides. Yes, and may we also say that there was a couple of preachers that we went to for help, and
No. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
they
Places you're supposed to go for assistance and help. We went there, didn't get any. Um, we even had pastors say, "We'll give you a call back and let you know what we can do." Never called us back.
mhm.
These
And
pastors,
it
these
would be fine if
churches,
you can't help, but only if somebody hanging to,
yeah. To especially
you know,
if the whole day and now it's getting nighttime and you still hadn't called, it's unacceptable too.
so that they can't make other arrangements and things like that. And we're fine, but there's other people out there. You know, our faith is strong. Like we know there's good preachers out there. There's good preachers that are on this channel. Our faith's strong, but what does that do to people that who wouldn't have strong faith? That they'd be like, why would I go to? Why would I go to a Christian? They're not going to help me. Um, that's not acceptable. You can at least point in the right direction. But anyway, about the faith, God will get you. He's always got you covered from A to B, so you don't have to worry about, well, I need to know what's going to happen between B and C and between C and D and between like that. That's where the faith comes in. And just to know that He's got you if you're just paying attention. And the closer we get to the end times, or as we are in these times, your response time has to be quicker to navigate through it all and to listen to what He said. And if He says you need to move, move quickly. You can't spend a whole lot of time worrying about what if or looking back about if onlys. I'm gonna text our tracker and see if she's back yet.
Or how much time she needs. Um, no rush, people. Um,
Because we can always.
Good, Charles. Charles is still living under
We're
the
glad you're
weather,
resting.
but he's resting. He's getting well, taking his minerals, drinking water, plenty of rest. Let's get you healthy and well first.
SMA says the church is only as good as the people in it. We are living as in the days of Noah, but thank God the good outweighs. You're absolutely right, SMA.
Hmm.
Um, and even within the church, it's you're going to find all kinds of people, and it can be any group of people. It can be within a family. There's
Yeah.
going to be those who have a heart to help others, and there will be the kind that only want to take. Our tracker will be home in 5 minutes safely.
Let her know through here.
Hmm.
Beginning point, ending point.
Okay.
That way, we don't go over it anyway.
This.
Yeah, two. Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Life's Adventures with us.
Hey, good to hear from you, Life Adventures.
If y'all did not, if there's anyone here who did not see his story from 2 days ago, the day before yesterday, you're missing out. Go find it. Click on his channel and listen to what this man has been through. True warrior, for sure.
Yeah.
And he's a truth teller. He's out there to get the truth out and putting up with a lot of crap to do it, too. Jerry is lining up some photos, and our tracker will be here shortly. Not here, but online. Well, it'd be a good time to get a drink or anything y'all need to do because you don't want to miss the story. So you'll have just a couple minutes for a break. Did that work?
Yep. Trying to see if this is.
I will also say that this tracker has had all of their photos removed from their phone. And that's the sort of thing that we warn y'all about that they will do. Some of y'all, if you can, you might want to go old school. And we don't really care about the evidence. We know they're out there. But if you're still trying to find some evidence, the old school camera, the little instant one, they can't delete that from you. Charles says he has taken all his meds, so he's just going to stand by. Okay, Charles, you may be getting sleepy soon, but we're glad you're getting better and resting. Very, very important. Did we say the area of the country?
Yeah, I just can't get this on. And I don't want to put the video up yet or the link yet.
No, but she'll be shortly.
But we do have at the very end. We're going to share the link.
And we'll put it in the comments.
And we'll put it in the comments again, just like we did last night. It just won't let us load 3-minute videos for some reason. Life Adventure says, on my way to a friend's house. Hopefully he'll let me do a nighttime hunt on his land by myself with no firearm.
You don't need to tell us that kind of thing.
Yeah, because we will be like,
we do not approve.
Yeah, we'll be like, day and night when we go out, we got thermals, night vision.
But you are at least fully aware of what you're
you're
doing.
different. You're different. You're not.
You're going in fully informed.
Yeah.
That's what we want. People can make up their own minds.
They're sending a hedge of protection for you, Jim. Jeanette is praying for your safety.
Good. Mm-hmm. Carolyn Spiritual Warrior is with us again. Hello there. I'd share your stuff, but I don't want you all getting messed with. You seem like great people. Well, thank you.
Well, they mess with us on their
yeah, they're going to mess with us either way. Sooner or later, something will get out. It's more likely you'll be messed with.
Yeah, not us.
Sure, we're already getting messed with anyway, so. But they may flag you.
Yeah.
But it just depends on how much you need it out and what you're
willing to
put up with. Yeah. Tennessee says, stay out of tangs. That's right. Oh, no, I don't deal with bad ones, LOL. You're beautiful people. Thank you. So are you, Carolyn.
Thank you, Carolyn. A camera in hand, night vision. I don't really need. I could almost tell when they're there sometimes, not all the time.
Yeah. Hey, we posted a, oh, Tracker's home. I'm going to ask if they're ready, though. They may.
So part of the apology is that we didn't mean to just cut off and go and have no communication with anybody except for a few people. And those people who helped us while we were there, we stayed in contact. If you were sponsoring us at that time, uh, we sent you the information on what we were doing.
Ready?
And,
She's
you're
ready.
over there. Okay.
You like to hear? Here you go.
So,
Really, seriously, though, this is a very serious one.
everybody listen up.
Super excited to get to talk to her again. Not very loud.
It's okay. This is real good.
Hey, can you hear us?
I can hear me.
Can you hear us okay?
Okay, hang on just a second. I think I'm
Can that bend down?
Mhm.
Raise this.
okay, hello, can you hear me now?
There we go.
Okay, I got y'all.
Can y'all hear Tracker A?
Everybody here, Tracker A?
I hope they can.
Okay. If you've got a TV on or something, we can hear an echo in your background, Tracker.
Can you repeat that?
There's some kind of feedback. Can you turn down a volume on something you may have on?
Okay, all I have on is just my phone. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll
It's
just
good
go
now.
with it then. Okay.
It's good now.
Okay, it's good.
They
Yeah.
can hear you.
Okay.
So we're gonna kind of give a little intro real fast, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So Tracker E and myself were finished with a thread one night, and the next morning we got a phone call. It was the September the 11th, I think, the date of the live stream, and call on the 12th, and then our tracker will inform the rest of that time. So we're going to start with the phone call.
Okay, you want to start with my phone went dead during the live stream?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, during the live stream, my phone just went dead, and the battery was almost full. So, when it went dead, so I was like, something kind of told me to go to my brother's house because he lives a few counties away from me. So I loaded up and rode to his house. And when I got down there, I noticed he was out on the porch and had a gun in his hand. And his wife and my niece were in the house. And I pulled on around his house and seen about 10-foot. Well, he looked, I really didn't know what size he was at the time till later, but a huge black, Bigfoot standing at the edge of the woods. And my brother had been telling me that he'd been noticing it, watching, my niece and everything. And we ended up, I got my gun and was standing there with my brother, and I helped, get my sister-in-law and my niece into the car because I wanted to get them out of there. And this thing, he went down on all fours and just started charging, running across. It's like a field. It's the only way to explain it, like behind his house, like by his house.
Mm-hmm.
It went down on all fours and took off running towards the car. And when he got probably a little over halfway, he come up on 2 feet. And that's when I decided I just took the shot. and my brother shot right after me.
And what happened?
And then my sister-in-law and my niece left, and then me and my brother, we stood there for a second because I wanted, I wasn't about to, in case it wasn't dead.
Mm-hmm.
Gave it a minute because I wasn't gonna walk close to that to being, Well, we finally walked over there and was looking at him and everything, and it's like his head was sitting on his shoulders. He didn't have a neck. His eyes were like kind of downturned, kind of like a Chinese person, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no whites in the eyes. It was solid black, like coal. It was just solid black. And the nose was like really wide, like widened out. I don't know how to explain it. Just like a kind of flat and wide. And the ears kind of come to like a point, like an elf or
Mhm.
something. The only way I explain it, like at the tops of the ears.
Mhm.
Okay.
And my brother, we was like, well, what we gonna do? Because and I was like, well, we can't just leave this thing here. So we got the idea we was gonna get the tractor and move this thing and bury it. And then my brother, he grew up with this guy. I'm not gonna name his name. That as a game warden who we thought we could trust. He called him and he showed up and. Next thing we know, military helicopters, Men in Black showed up and ended up taking it. And we were told that it was a bear, that it wasn't what it was a bear that we had shot and killed. And we've been followed, threatened. I've had stuff deleted out of my phone that we evidence of good evidence I had because I took pictures of, everything, and all that's been deleted. And we got stuff from the beam before the game warden showed up, which my brother, he had, and will not tell me yet. I guess he's trying to protect me where it's at, or I can go get the stuff. And two, I think it's because he's still being watched and followed and all of that. So I think, but just we've been through a lot after that happened, and just I don't wish that on nobody when the government and stuff, military shows up like that. It's just we done been through a whole lot.
So, whenever you first seen the tree shaking,
Yeah.
were you on the porch?
Yeah, I forgot to say it and tell about the tree shaking.
And also, kind of tell us when you got your weapon, or did you have it on you?
I had it on me because he had been seeing things around his house and everything, and I kind of travel with one now all the time, so I already had it on me. But I knew something was wrong when I pulled up and seen him on the porch with a gun. I knew something was up.
And then when did you notice all this activity, stomping tree,
Can you repeat that?
When did you notice the trees and everything, with the growls and?
After I had pulled up, when I was pulling up, I noticed like a tree limb kind of high up, like shaking, like it was like one tree limb, like something. I knew something had to be doing it. It wasn't just, the wind couldn't just be shaking one little limb, and not the rest of the tree. So I got to looking around and scanning around and looking, I was like, they got to be there. There's got to be something there, And that's when I noticed it. It was just violently shaking that I've never seen nothing like it.
Yeah.
And then the growling and just roaring. It sounded like what I would imagine a dinosaur would sound like.
We've heard that.
It sounded like what you'd imagine a dinosaur would sound like. Just this. You could feel it in your chest.
Right. And it was literally coming at your daughter. Is it your your niece and
my niece.
and their baby?
Yeah.
And then when the military, when the authorities showed up.
Well, let's stay with the what's happening right now.
Okay.
So you're watching these trees shaking, and
Hmm.
is it like you got your granddaughter there, you got your brother's wife, they're all outside also, right?
Yeah. Well, they were outside, and then, they were made to go in because I told my brother, I was like, it's got to be, from my niece because she's the main one who really been seeing it. Like, my brother and them would see like out of the corner of their eyes, like shadows and stuff. Really
Yeah.
see it. It wouldn't even camouflage itself or anything with her.
And then
So
and then so now it's starting to come at y'all, and it's you and your brother. And when do y'all? It stands up. It slows down. Stands up.
yeah, it stands up on 2 feet. After it's a little over halfway across the field. It stood up on 2 feet, and it turned and looked at us, but was still charging towards. Like his head looked towards us, but he was still charging towards the car. And that's how I noticed the eyes were all black. Because when he turned and looked, I couldn't see any whites in his eyes. It was just like solid black, and the eyes turned downwards.
And so it's coming at y'all. So now you're having to draw your weapon. It's coming at you. Can you see claws or anything?
I don't. I guess my adrenaline was so
Mhm.
at the time. I really don't. It had claws, afterwards when we walked, but I don't. The fingers look like they come to a point. I guess like it. I don't know how to explain. Like they could, like it had long hair or something where the claw, like over the claws or something.
Yeah,
Almost like the Grinch.
Yeah, that's it. I didn't exactly like that.
Yeah. And so now you're having to put some fire down because this thing's coming in at y'all directly at y'all. And your brother, I don't know if he's been keeping up with the channel, but you know where to shoot, and you were taught by your grandparents or your father.
Yeah, my dad had taught me how to shoot at an early age and taught me how to track what different animals were, tracks were, and I thank God he did that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So,
but yeah, I had told my brother, eyes growing and buttocks and underneath the arms,
mm-hmm.
and when I shot, which would have been his right inwards and outwards.
Good. So you knew where to shoot. You knew where to lay down fire.
Yeah.
That's just like our special forces guest the other night. He knew exactly the same exact area that you had to shoot. And there's so many killing. I mean, Bigfoot's been out there. He's been eating, tearing people up, and they've been killed before. This is just all covered up.
Yeah.
Just what's happening with you in that area. They're trying to keep this under the notion that these things are real and they're out there and they're predators and they have claws and they eat.
Yeah.
And they're trying
and
to make you say it was a bear.
The game warden friend, or used to be a friend of ours, I was like, you know good and well that's not no bear. And I'm not telling people that it's a bear. So whatever the government wants to do to me, they can do. I've been lived to be old. I'm going to protect people. And if y'all don't want to, that's on y'all. You have to live with that. I'm not going to live with that.
Mm-hmm.
God bless you, April.
Yeah. And they can't do anything to you. They don't have that right to do that.
Yeah.
And you're with
they
God.
Sure
you're with
threaten
Jesus.
you to make you think so, though.
They sure do. And you're so strong. You're
And you've seen demons.
Such an inspiration.
You've seen reptiles. You've seen giant Bigfoots. You've seen demons. So tell you the truth, seeing those guys, it just don't even compare. Those are just little.
That's right.
Oh my my.
Oh my
You're
my.
what they sent to me.
You're the one they sent to me. You. I've
Yeah.
seen this. I've stared down. I've shut demons up. And they send these guys there.
Really.
They just don't know the power of Jesus.
And that's right. That's,
Or a determined grandma.
yes, ma'am.
So we're gonna go ahead and close down, and we're gonna play this video for you. And this video is also gonna be on YouTube for you. We're gonna put that link on there. And
Okay.
And you can put your YouTube channel, if you wanted a public channel, you can put it in the link also.
Okay. Yeah, I made mine a public. I'm going to start posting all of my evidence on there.
Good.
So this way, none of my stuff can be deleted.
Good.
It will. I'm going to go live from now on and stuff like that. So I got their number.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
and you can also, if we can link up, you can put it on our YouTube. If we can go live at the same time, but once you
Okay.
go live, we're going to be there with you. Every time we get a notification you're going live, we're going to stop what we're doing and
Okay.
We'll try to, if
we
we're
can do
not
that.
having one at the same time, we'll try to coordinate.
if we do, we'll shut ours down just to see what's going on with you.
Okay. Yeah, I think what it is, I think they're not wanting me to show these, what they call moth men, but I got news for them. I'm going out tomorrow, and I'm probably going to have video up on the page.
That's
So everybody's going to get to see them up close and personal, and I want everybody to see it.
our guest from 2 nights ago, his story was about the Mothman type creatures, the winged ones working with the Bigfoots. It's all part of the same thing we're trying to tell people about.
Yeah, so that's, I'm glad that I found him too, because I was wondering about it, because I, had seen these, with the regular Bigfoot, and that's what confused me. I was like, what?
Yeah.
But we're going to also tell our viewers to go to your channel, subscribe, and also that when Tracker A goes live, stop what you're doing, get on there, give some support, because it's going to be important if she goes live.
Yeah, and I'm going to start recording the government too, because they've been right. I'm going to record everything. I want everything out there.
Harassing you.
Like I said, anything happens to me, everybody's going to know who did it.
Yeah, and even put some cams up, and from if they try to drive in, you got their numbers, you got their license plates, you got what they look like, what they're driving.
Yeah, well, it's the one guy that that showed up, that his eyes changed to slits like a reptile. Like in his forehead, I've never seen, like when it happened, like in the center of his forehead was like an upside down triangle, and scales come up. And he turned his head real fast.
Reptilian.
And that's when I said, I rebuke you in the name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And he started screaming and ran to the vehicle and left. And my brother turned and looked at me and said, how did you know?
Because you have spiritual discernment.
Yeah.
I'd be saying, how does people not know?
Yeah. Really?
We can spot everybody. I mean, most of the people on this channel, they can spot them. I mean, just give them time. They'll show you who they are.
Oh, yeah. But he's been riding by here, and I'm going to go live next time he does, because I want everybody to see.
Yeah, and if you got neighbors or family that's close, if they drive through, shut that road down. Say, why are you over here where we live? You don't even belong here.
Yeah, because I live where I live. We're deep in the woods, and I guess you could say I live in the hood, because my neighbors are all black people, and it's just me and one other white, and we all protective and love each other.
Yeah.
So,
well, God's there. Jesus is there. That's why.
That's right.
And they, that also to me says something, because about a week after this happened to you, then another neighbor got knocked off his four-wheeler. They know that
Yes,
they're in this
ma'am.
area. They don't care about the people in your area.
Mm-mm.
They sure
They're
know.
not
He
only
has
not warning
pictures
people.
of the footprints down the trail, and he said when he was riding down through there, this thing like clotheslined him backwards off of the four-wheeler, and he was out for a little while. He don't know how long he was out for
Yeah,
until he come to.
Mm.
they're
But
not
he
only
won't
not
ride
warning.
through that trail no more on that four-wheeler. It scared him so bad.
It's terrible.
And also his uncle's house, that's where he was coming from, his uncle. They have a trail that goes to his uncle's. There's a fort tree right behind his uncle's house where they've took this humongous other tree and stuck right in the middle of that fort long ways.
Like upside down or right side up? How?
Like,
Sideways?
let's see, kind of like, I guess, upside down,
Uh-huh.
I guess you could.
You just can tell it doesn't belong there.
Yeah, it does not belong there. And then there's another one that's just it's stuck in there, but it's straight. It's stuck in it, but it's straight. You could tell somebody put it in there
Mm-hmm.
because this tree is like humongous, and there's no way another tree could have fell into it because the tree is so huge. Something put it there.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
We found a 30-foot piece of bamboo stuck in the middle of a mountain in Oklahoma, up on top of in the trees.
And they've also taken sticks and lined them up in a line and leaned them up against the tree, like they've laying up under that or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a bunch of sticks. You could tell it something made it. It's like a bunch of sticks in a line leaned up against the tree, and like pine straw made it's like a little bed or something mashed down up
Mhm.
underneath them sticks. I don't know
Yeah.
what that is. But,
It's a place that they watch. It gives them good cover at night with the darkness.
oh, okay.
Yeah, a little ambush spot.
Yeah, we've been telling people shadow shoot. That's what we do.
Okay.
When
No.
you know, it's not going straight through to your neighbors or something like that. Just
Yeah.
use
Yeah.
common sense, and we know that you do.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah, and it sure is a bunch of the red-eyed ones around here. They're the ones that them red eyes just freak me out because the whole eye is just solid red.
mm-hmm.
We're going to close up.
We made a video for you.
Okay.
We're gonna post it on the comments here, or have our channel, right?
Yeah.
So it'll be on there also in the videos,
Mhm.
but it's
Okay.
it's up now, and that's
Okay.
for you, and we're very proud of you, Tracker, and
We sure are.
and all of our other trackers. We've had other trackers do this same thing, and you just got there before we did.
You're applying everything you've learned, and it's amazing to see. And
I'm
thank
so
God.
glad of that. That makes me happy to know people are taking, everybody seriously and not calling people crazy and actually listening to protect themselves and their families.
Yeah. Well, that's what we were talking about earlier with this video. You representing grandmas, the women too, not just the men. They're not the only warriors. These
Yeah.
women are the ones that are, and a lot of grandmothers, they're watching the grandbabies out there. They're the ones with the wood lines. A lot of the younger people are off in the cities, right? So the kids go to the country to stay with grandma and grandpa, and they don't even know these things are out there. So you represent the warrior that they need to be.
Mhm.
I try to be.
You are.
You are.
And prayers for your family member
Mhm.
Yeah, thank you.
are in here. And
But of course, we always stay up with you, talk to you almost every day. We're going to be checking in with you. Anytime you go live, we're there. We're going to stop what we're doing.
Okay.
But we're with you.
I sure appreciate that. And are y'all going to be live tomorrow? Because I have to go back to Birmingham. My daughter's surgery's in the morning.
Oh, Wednesday.
No, Wednesday. Trucker B will
Okay.
be
I
on.
just wanted to make sure.
And
Okay.
what's the name of your tracker channel? Tracker A.
Yeah, a Tracker A.
Tracker
That's
A.
it. That's it right there, Scott. Tracker A. y'all be sure you go to subscribe to that and listen to this again, because there was some conversation during the chat, to make sure you do not miss any details of what happened with her. And there actually is more that we'll learn over time, but we don't need the evidence. The
Yeah.
people, most of the people that are on here already know
Yeah.
what's going on, and our prayers for your brother too.
Thank you. He's still been having night terrors and stuff.
Mm. But we'll get with you off air, and
Okay.
we're gonna go ahead and show that video, and with that video's for you. So there's a link up here, or you can go to the YouTube. It's there, but that's for you.
Okay.
And we will check in with you very soon.
Okay. I sure appreciate it. Y'all have a great night.
You
Okay.
too.
But is there anything else that you might want to say while we're here? I mean, or we're good.
I think that's everything that I can think. If I think of anything, I'll write it down.
Okay. All right. You get some rest.
I'm sure Tracker A is probably saying, make sure you keep your faith. Keep
Yes.
your faith.
And know where to aim.
Know where to aim.
Yes. Know where to aim, because I thank God and Jesus that I found y'all's channel and started watching, and I was able to learn, because we probably wouldn't be here if I hadn't.
That makes the whole thing worth it right there, April.
Right there.
Yes, it does. I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm so grateful that we met.
Well,
Us
we're not
too.
going anywhere.
We're
here.
not going nowhere.
We're grateful we met you. So we'll let you go. Get some rest. Take care of yourself
Okay.
for a little while.
And look at that video.
Oh, yeah.
I sure will. I'll do that as soon as I get off of here.
Okay. We love you. Bye-bye.
All right. I love you too, buddy.
Okay, bye. Okay, Tracker A checked in. You know now. Another one was put down. Some of our other trackers have put them down or had to put them down. You talked to Jim the other night. Listened to Jim. Multiple were put down. Different kind of cryptids, Mothman, walking wolves, Bigfoots. They're all the same. All hybrids. These things are real. Monsters are real. Pay attention. Learn as much as you can. Also, the Bigfoot documentary is there, and the Cash App. You need to learn as much as you can. All the people who has learned through that DVD and from this channel, they're helping people and they're saving lives, and as you know, have saved their own lives and their families' lives. Stay with us. Stay with this channel. We'll be back in 2 nights. Go to that link. I'm gonna put it up one more time, and go check it out. That's for our Tracker A, and we will see you.
I just want to say we see a couple of new people in here. Thank you for being here, and y'all come back.